Guys, and welcome back to a new video. And in today's video I'm gonna be ranking every single Neon Mixtape Tour jam from worst to best on a tier list. So how this would work is that on the tier list I have right now, that's on screen right now, so I'm gonna be placing all the jams. Yes, or where all the jams are placed right now. So C tier is basically the mid jams, which are jams that I somewhat enjoy, but they're not something that I would be listening to at least most of the time. B tier being for jams that I somewhat like and that they're actually alright. A tier is for jams that I really like to listen to and are ones that I really enjoy. And S tier is for the jams that in my opinion are the best. So yeah. Let's get started with this, and just keep in mind that this is all my opinion, so you don't have to necessarily agree with everything that I'm going to go over in this video. But yeah. Anyway, let's begin with C tier. That being for the mid jams, and the only jam being in that tier is Glitter Jam. So Glitter Jam is somewhat introduced after you unlock Celery Stalker. What it does is that it affects movement speed for the zombies, like two other jams that we're going to be going over. And it also affects one singular zombie, that being Glitter Zombie. What she can do while the jam is active is that she'll spawn a barrier, what I would assume to be a barrier, which would make every zombie behind her invincible to basically everything. That is until you were to kill her, and then attack the zombies that were originally behind her. Now for the ability of what it does is one of the main reasons that I hate it, being mainly because, well, it can sometimes be annoying most of the time if she does manage to get past your defense. But because, like I said, movement speed comes into effect, it's not really too bad. But also, the music quality is not really one of my favorites. It is good, but it's not really that good, I guess. So it is a pretty cool jam, but it's not something that I would be listening to. I guess it doesn't really have that much emotional feeling. Like for to basically just dance or something, like how the other jams have. Anyway, now we're moving on to B tier, which are for some of the better jams, like the others that I do like, and I feel like they're probably alright. This jam also has only one tier, and that being Rap Jam. So, Rap Jam is somewhat introduced after, or I guess a little bit before unlocking Time Warp. And this jam affects two zombies. One of them, which is introduced after unlocking Time Warp, which is actually when the jam comes into effect. Sorry, I forgot. That being MC Zombie, and the other one affecting on day 17 being for Breakdancer. So first of all, MC Zombie, what he does when the jam is playing is that he will swing his microphone in a 3x3 area, killing most plants and doing heavy damage to walls. They're basically just reinforcement plants. And Breakdancer, what he can do is that if there's a zombie in front of him while the jam is active, he'll push the zombies more forward. So kind of like Raptor from Jurassic Marsh, just not affected by music. So yeah. Both of these two do have really decent abilities. If you were to ask me which one is more annoying to me, I would probably say MC Zombie because he can be really annoying, especially if the jam is active and he's alive, and some save plants levels where he can become a real threat, especially when he comes really close and you have to defend the endangered plants fiercely, because otherwise you're just going to lose the level right there. The jam is pretty solid. It's not that great, but it's pretty solid. I like some of the instruments used, especially the DJ kind of stuff, like if the stuff that DJ uses when he's playing music. So yeah, it is a pretty cool jam, and the zombies that are affected by it do have some pretty cool abilities, and also the fact that you can just abuse Breakdancer for 2 over against it. So yeah, anyway, and that's B tier covered. Now moving on to A tier, which are some of the really great jams, and are jams that I really enjoy. And once again, there's only one tier for this jam, and this would introduce into Boombox Zombie. So Boombox Zombie is introduced right at the end of Neon Mixtape Tour, right after you unlock Intensive Carrot. So what Boombox Zombie does is that once he reaches column 6 of the launch, he'll activate his boombox, releasing music from it. And unless there are other boombox zombies on the lawn, this will only be playing for a minimum of 8 seconds before stopping, and then he'll just act like a basic zombie. While the jam is short, it is also really good. If you do want to listen to the full version, and there is a video about the jams, so I'll link it in the description so that way you can listen to them. But yeah, it is a really good jam. Another thing is that what Boombox Zombie does when it affects, like when Tom Ballad Jam affects, I forgot to mention the name, is that it stops if there's another jam playing. For example, if Rap Jam is playing and Boombox Zombie comes into the lawn and starts playing his music, then that jam will immediately stop until Boombox Zombie either stops playing or he is killed. And it also makes all plants basically, like, you can't use any plant at all during the jam. The only thing that you can do is that if you place another plant, like new plants, then they won't do anything. Like, then they're immune to his music. So that is one counter to him, I suppose. It is a really cool jam. It's sad that it's only short. I feel like they probably could have done is that he also plays it once he gets to different areas of the lawn after playing it. But either way, he's done alright. Zombie. The jam is pretty cool, and the effects are also really nice, especially since you can also take into advantage the fact that if there's a jam like punk or metal playing, then you can use him because it's either a life or death situation when he plays the boombox. So yeah, anyway, we're done with A tier, and now we're moving on to S tier, which are the really good jams. Jams that I could probably listen to all day if I had the chance to play this entire world all over again. And yeah, so we're starting off with 8-bit. So 8-bit is introduced right after you unlock Spore Shroom, and this jam affects a certain zombie, this being Arcade Zombie. So basically, Arcade Zombie doesn't actually do anything, but what happens is that Arcade Zombie, when he spawns, he'll be pushing an arcade machine down the lawn. And what this will do is that when the jam is active, it will begin to spawn 8-bit zombies, which kind of looked like they were coming from pixelated somewhat game. And this is actually really cool. It gives you somewhat of the same threat as Importer, where if you let him walk onto the gold house and he is able to spawn something on them, then zombies will start coming in. They come in regular, cone head, and bucket head variations. So yeah, the jam is also really cool. This is honestly one of my favorite jams in the entirety of the game, and was something I was really dreading to listen to once I finally did get the chance to unlock Spore Shroom. So yeah, anyway, this jam is really cool, and now we're moving on to the last two tiers, and top two for being the best jams in Neon Mixtape Tour. Second goes to Punk Jam. So what Punk Jam does is that it affects the movement speed for zombies by from what I remember being 50%, which is a very big boost. and the next one affecting Punk Zombie, who, once the jam is playing, he'll kick plants either forward or off the lawn if there's no more space. So yeah, I feel like this jam can be one of the most difficult for to go against because of the movement speed and because of how annoying Punk can be when the jam is playing. But it also is really cool. I am personally somewhat of a rock fan, like rock music, so I really do like this jam because rock music so cool. And the jam is really cool. There's also the fire in the background that appears when this jam is playing, which is something I somewhat like. It's a really cool detail. But yeah, in summary, this jam is really great, and it's definitely one of the best ones in the game. And now for the best jam and all of Plants vs. Zombies 2 of Neon Mixtape Tour, that being Metal Jam. So I'll admit that choosing between placing Metal Jam or Punk Jam at the highest at S tier was really, really, really hard, because they're the jams that I absolutely enjoy the most. It wasn't as difficult to place 8-bit at the lowest, because I was already I had already cleared up my decision with that. But for metal, it was extremely hard. But anyway, what the jam does is that, just like Punk, it affects movement speed for making zombies faster, but they're not exactly as fast. And it also affects the hair metal Gargantua. And what the hair metal Gargantua will do when the jam is active is that once he smashes the ground, like once he smashes a plant, or just randomly does it with his guitar, because he likes to do that during the jam, that it will send a shockwave which will kill almost all plants and once again do very heavy damage to walls. So yeah, so if we're going to be talking about the Gargantua, it's definitely the most annoying in the game. Like, seriously, because he is very hard to deal with if you don't have the right plants. So yeah, you can lose your defense very quickly. Not as quick as Punk though, but still very quickly. But still, this jam is honestly really one of the best, because once again, because of the electric guitar, since I really do like to listen to electric guitar type of stuff, and the guitar goes hard. This one, like, seriously, they did not have to go that hard making the jams. So yeah. Anyway, in conclusion, all the Neon Mixtape Tour jams are great. Sure, they have some flaws, but they're still really great, and are a great part of this world, and why it's definitely my favorite, and also probably the most unique world in the entire game. So yeah. If you guys want to make your own tier list, well then go ahead, just search up a zombies tier list for the game, and then you can go ahead and somewhat make your tier list for this type of topic, I guess. So yeah, if you want to mention your tiers, well then go ahead, comment down below, because I would actually like to see them and see what you guys think about them. And to clarify again, this is all my opinions, so once again, don't have to agree with everything that I just said in this video. You might have a different opinion on all of them, but you don't necessarily have to agree with what I say and just keep it to yourself. No. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.